Hey everyone, Brian here. Welcome back to another video, and this time we're in the World Cup of BTD quarterfinals. So how it worked was that in the group stages we each played three games to decide who our opponent is in the quarterfinal. So in Group A, Aquafire came first, Subdi PewDiePie came second, Hassan Xiao came third, and I came last, unfortunately. And in Group B, first place was Trollo, the person I'm playing right now. Second place was Salamance, third place was Foxito Papito, and last was Ryan Mahalik. So, since I came last in my group, I'm going to be playing top 1 in Group B. So, and Trollollolloll was top of Group B, so we're going to be playing him in a best of 7. We did play a series before, but apparently it didn't count. The score was 1-1, since Pewd claimed that since he's the owner of the tournament, he claimed that the tournament never started yet. And anyway, Troll wanted to redo, so I just accepted it, since I had no choice. So the score is 0-0 at the moment. Now, to be honest here, I never recorded live com, since I get too nervous, like in my games versus Aquafire and PewDiePie. So we'll see what happened here. But in the first 2 games, I believe Trollo cheated, since he surrendered round 1. And the reason why he did that was to see whether I was going Cobra or not, so he obviously went NG to counter. And he did the same in on Dreadbloon Cave. So he was given a warning. Plus, now he can't pick Dreadbloon Cave as his loser map. So anyway, I'm gonna start talking about the game now. NG versus Cobra. I'm pretty much screwed this game. So on round 6:15, I'm sending him some leads. I think he'll have to boost this. Yep, he leaks down to 57 lives. You may think he might be a bit drained, but he's not. He has plenty of money. He'll get plenty of money from the Bloonstubers later on. So I'm just Cobra farming. I plan to upgrade around 25, and my thoughts were, if I can try to stop him from rushing me round 22 with So My God, then I would win round 25. But for some weird reason, now I'm not too sure, but I think it was Lee's team who suggested that Trollo go NAV versus me, since I think he was training with Lee. Now, for some reason, Trollo's farms are actually really bad, and he seems to be getting drained by me, even though I'm not rushing him with anything, apart from that BFB round 20 and some camel leads round 20. And I think he might have made a mistake here, since I think if he had gone for a factory round 22, I couldn't really rush him. So at this point, I could have sent him a So My God now, but I thought not to, since he still hasn't upgraded to his factory yet. So the chances of him sending me a So My God and countering around 24 is getting slimmer as time moves on. So at this point, Trollo could go for factory, but I'm not too sure what's scaring him. Now, I have 11k in reserves, and the reason why I'm not adjusting him right now is that'll basically feed his Bloon trap. Trollo has like 12k in the bank too, and he's sending me a BFP at this point, trying to deter me from sending. He's trying to deter me from adjusting him, so I can't really pause this, and Battle TV is broken. And you can't pause a game like a minute left when there's a minute left. But anyway, on round 25, I started adjusting him and sent him fast cooldown MOABs. And I'm also about to die right here. But the reason why I'm sending these MOABs is since that makes the cleansing foam disappear. And Trollo, look, I'm about to die, but I'm Mortar Stall, and Trollo does go down to round 25 adjustment. So that's 1-0 for me at the moment. His loser map is Offside. Okay guys, so game 2 Offside. NFE versus NFE. Now Aquafire told me that after we played that Trollo was practicing NFE with him 5 games. So I actually spectated him after the series was played. And I think Trollo basically copied Aquafire, but Aquafire had this really weird NG spot down here, right where my mouse is. So anyway, I've leagued 3 lives, I have 7 more ego than him, I have more money than him. Now instead of going for a 9-inch nails like he does, I upgrade to my a 3rd NG. It's $50 cheaper. But since he decides to send blues, I just upgrade to a 9-incher here. So I upgrade to my plantation before him, so we're out farming him. I sent some blacks. He upgrades to his sentries. I don't think sentries are good on this map, since it costs $500, whereas another NG costs 400. So it's $100 cheaper. So at the moment, if I can pause this here, I have I have more eco than him, more money in the bank. So we're definitely outplaying him right now. And we're both gonna upgrade to our cleansing foam. Not much point doing anything else. What happened here? Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this. So he sent me bloom boosted. I just sent non-bloom boosted. I think I made a small mistake here, since if I bloom boosted this, he would have been forced to boost. But as you can see here, he just tanks those leaks, uses all his spikes. So we're 1 boost down, but we do have like 100 eco lead. He has more money than me though. I'm unable to afford my Bloon trap. So I do leak a few lives. 20 lives or so. Trollo starts to out farm me, but my eco lead becomes important here. So right now Trollo rushes me with some zebras, and here's where he made a mistake. He miscalculated how many bloons my Bloon trap had sucked in. So it picked up most of the rush. Well, like, these bloons here actually weren't on the screen. It's just a bit of NG lag. But he rushed my Bloon trap when it was empty. You want to rush a person's Bloon trap with non-camo bloons when it's close to being filled. So all these bloons get away from the Bloon trap. How I would normally defend that though is to simply micro my Bloon trap to the back. So at this point I have more eco, I have more farms, I have more defense, I have more spikes, I have more bloom boosts. The only thing I'm lacking is I'm 1 boost down. But I can easily bait a boost of his now. Since if you boost those camo leads, he has to boost it and upgrade to a flash bomb. Since otherwise he needs like a flash bomb and a jitsu. He leaks down to 28 lives. I sell my ninja and position it here, since when a MOAB or BFB comes, it can hit at the start of the map right here. So we each send each other a MOAB with some camo leads. I think the play is to just boost this. I spike since I save my spikes, so I don't have to upgrade to a flash bomb. Now we're a farm lead at like 100 eco ahead, so we're outplaying the hell out of Troll right now, which is why I'm swagging on him. So I pretend to base a permo sabo, but he doesn't flinch, and we both send each other BFB here. I can defend this pretty easily. All I need is a flash bomb like this. But he sells his flash bomb, so he does die round 20. So it's 2-0 at the moment. his loser map again was Roadblock, I think. Okay, so right now I assume Troll has trained hard for this map. So I went NFE and I anti-stall since I expected that he'll go heli village, but he actually goes heli from ice. He starts off with a heli since I've been anti-stalling, which is smart. Troll is like top 1 heli. He was much better. He's a much better heli player than Swift ever was. I'm not too sure if he's better than Caleb or not, but I think Troll is top 1 heli. So this ice spotlight, oh my god, it shoots the whole of this. It's kinda OP. So at this point, I know I've pretty much lost, so I actually don't try. But I do try to anti-stall in hope to prevent his BIA. Yeah, his ice spot is just so OP. So he starts sending boosted blocks. I'm just gonna upgrade to a sentry and one more thingy. And the reason why I upgraded sentries on this map, well, actually, I'm not too sure why I did. I think it's better not to. So I sent some whites, but he doesn't flinch. So I bloom boost him, and those whites regrow like crazy, forcing him to boost and leak down 20-30 lives, 40 lives actually. So I tried to upgrade for my bloom trap. He sent a few leads, but since the leads go in and out, I won't have to waste any spikes. I sent some whites. I bloom boost them, but he's able to afford his rotors in time, and his ice timing is very precise. He should sell this ice now, since it'll be out of sync. Yep, he does. Smart move. Now at the moment, I've doubled his eco, exactly doubled his eco, but like I'm getting mightily out farmed on my, and NFE is trash late game. Maybe I'm not sure what I could have done, but I started to send him some leads, and I sent him some camo C-res, forcing him to boost. Now at this point, I think if I would just send him constant rainbows, no camo, no regrow, I would have won. But instead, I decided just to, I don't know what I did. I just sent a random rush. So he's able to upgrade to his BIA round 18, which is very bad for me, since now I think I've lost. But something unexpected happens soon. I'll see in a few minutes. So it looks like I'm leaking here, but that's just NG lag. So I send him a BFB, force him to cash out his BIA. I think he'll have to Apache this, or he might upgrade to an Arctic Wind, I'm not sure. But I sent him some C-res. He just barely affords that, $300. So that was some good match by Troll. So I have like 8k in the bank, so I think I'll go for my factor here. And a mistake I made here, I just went for the 4-2 fac, which is horrible. Like, it was literally 1 second off. So I sabo, I boost, I spike his leads, I upgrade to Bloon trap. And the thing here is, I had defended this. I did not need to sell my farm, but I don't have a clue why I did it. I just immediately re-buys. I'm pretty dumb. But the AI is getting pretty bad. And he sends me a second one. And I sell my factory again, so I'm drained. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just like gave up at this point. But look what Trollo does here. He sends me as so my god right now, and he cashes out his BIA. So I sabo. I think all I need is 5. But I thought this was his all out, and I never realized he had so much money left. Which is why I decided to use my 2 boosts here, when it didn't need to. Yeah, pretty bad on my part. I defend it, but Trollo has a factory now, and he can pretty much strain me by sending so many gods. I should have tried to perma sabo it, but rip. But if I defend his rush, I win, because he only has 1 factory. So at the moment, I'm trying to get all this money from the balloon traps. So I think he has to sell his factory for the round 32 AI. Now, if I defend this, I win. It's looking pretty close right now, but I do die. So it's 2-1 at the moment. My loser map is Ink Bloss. Okay, so I'm picking Ink Bloss, which is a side reliant map, but I'm picking it anyway since subject PewDiePie I never banned it, so I may as well have used it. Trollollolloll is going this crazy Cobra strategy. It's good, I suppose, but I think he'll die like round 13. So I upgrade to my grape shots, more bananas, send some reds, try to force his powerful darts. He should upgrade it soon. I'll upgrade to my faster shooting. I think I'm going to upgrade to my plantation when it hits 1 minute and 30 seconds. Yep, there we go. He's sending some boosted greens. I think I decided to just boost this. I won't use all 3 boosts this game anyway. So he's sending me a rerush, but he doesn't have a bloom boost. So I can pretty much tank this, no problem. And we have 1 spike left and over 100 lives. Power 100 lives. So I can just boost again. Since my plan was to all out in round 13 anyway. Now I sell my bows for a bionic. That was actually very smart, since boats sell for less than what a farm sells for, so it's pretty smart on my part. I sent him a camo lead. I'm gonna upgrade to my cannon ship if he sends me. So at this point, I sent him like 10 zebras with pinks. He is forced to boost and he dies. I mean, even if he didn't boost, even if he did survive that, I would have all outed him next game anyway. So it's 3-1, and his final loser map is Area 52. So we'll see how that went. So it's 3-1. He picked Area 51. We're both going with Farm Village. I think Trollollolloll picked this map since he thought I can't play Wizard, and he thought that I would just go Cobra or something like that. But I'm actually really good overall, all strats. I'm very versatile. So I did outplay him on this game. So he's gone for Fireball. I sent him some boosted pinks. I think it was boosted pinks. Yeah, it was boosted pinks, and he greeted for his plantation. I don't think this is very smart, since he has to use all his spikes, which he can't use for ceramic later, and he leaks down a lot of lives. So I'm basically BMing him at this point, since it makes me less nervous to BM. So I don't know what he's doing with his wizards, but he just buys lightning, which means he has way more defense than him. I have more eco, all my spikes, well, 2 spikes, and equal farms. So he sold his fireball, so he wastes even more money by doing that. But he does have a slice out farm, nothing major though. I'll probably catch up with my eco lead later. So he's going for a 4th plantation. If you have village, 3 plantations is enough, plus 2k. I mean 3k in your bank. I send him a small layered rush. He uses a boost. I swag on him. I'm probably both gonna be upgrading to a BAA round 14. I can't really re-rush him since fireball on around the circle is just so OP. If you put your wizards on close, it comes really good. So we both went for a BAA. I have 200 more ego. I think I'll just spike these. And these fireballs should clean up the rest. I leaked down to 24 lives though. I'm gonna upgrade to my Dragon's Breath for a MOAB now. He sent me a MOAB. I think I'll just boost this. Or upgrade to 2 Dragon's Breaths. No, I'll just boost this. 1 Dragon Breath plus the Monkey Force, since it basically doubles the projectiles of the wizard. Can defend Bloon boosted MOAB with no boost. What's happening at the moment? So I have 100 more eco than him. Or actually, no I don't, and I send him a BFB. I'll send him one to force his cash out, and he does. He upgrades to a double BIA. I'm not too sure if that's worth it with the village. I just upgrade to my factory instead. I think both is fine. It's not like he'll make a difference anyway. So he sent me a BFB now. I think it's to afford me. I think it's to stop me from upgrading to my 2nd factory. But anyway, 5 Dragon's Breaths should defend with her jungle drums too. So I sell my defense. And I'm just BMing him to make me less nervous. I don't really mean this or anything. It's nothing personal, BMing. That's probably why Subject PewDiePie does it too much. I mean so much to like avoid nerves. So if I win this series, I'll be in the World Cup semi-finals, which means I'm at least top 4 all strats, where I'll be playing either Subject PewDiePie or Foxito. Now Trollo actually almost dies here, but he clutches up in the gulag, as Agent Sensation would say. So what's happening right now? I have a small elf farm. I probably could fit 1 more farm in here, but I just don't bother. I think I'm out farming him. He's out equaling me, but not by much, considering he has a double BIA. Okay, we have like 10 facilities. I think when he sells his BIAs, I end up with like 2 more factories. So I prefer my way, even though it doesn't really make any difference. Since village plus farm equals max farms around 32. So if he's spamming Phoenixes, I'm just gonna spam Dragon's Breath. Phoenixes make the game lag so much. So I upgrade to my energy beacon, since if you don't know what this does, besides having the eye shooting thingy, lightning, it decreases cooldown by 50%, and normally the Phoenix cooldown is 60 seconds, but with the energy beacon it reduces to 30 seconds, and the Phoenix flies for 20 seconds, so which means that'll be only a 10-second break, and the Phoenixes will probably go back by the time you've cycled like 100 of them. So that's why I bought the energy beacon. I'm gonna place my MOAB, which I can mark right here, but I didn't realize how laggy it would be which is why I never got to micro the MIB at all. Now he has like 100k, but we have more wizards. We have 36, he has 26, 27. So it's basically a battle of the phoenixes here. Wiz Farm Village dies around 43, I think. If you have good defense. I know I saw how Foxedo and Agent Sensations Vid died round 34, but that's since his Phoenix abilities ran out. He never timed them properly. Plus, he had hardly any defense. So I'm keeping my MIB spot for it down here. So I start rushing him round 38, and the lag will get pretty extreme now. I think that on. Oh god, the lag is so bad. Oh my god, my PC is exploding. I can hear like my fan just went so noisy. But anyway, we've both defended our rushes. I think I'm doing slightly better. I can't see since it's like 1 frame per second, so it's quite laggy at this point indeed. I just boost. I'm basically just, since all my actions are registering like 10 seconds after. I think he would die anyway, but he did DC unfortunately. So, which means I beat Trollollolloll 4-1, which is a surprise since I came last in my group and Trollo came first in his group. So it was quite a shock. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. Make sure to watch the semi-finals where I will be playing either PewDiePie or Aquafire. I mean PewDiePie or Foxedo Pepito. See ya guys.